Won't you please stay for the night? Everything gon' be alright when you by my side. She looks so lovely. She say that she in love with me. Her voice is like a...
Hello and welcome to The Same But Different. I'm your host Flabbergast. Joined with me today is my co-host Sammechi.
Hi, it's me, Sammechi. The same Sammechi as last week, and except now that it is this week. And it's still me, and we're doing the podcast.
So Sammy, last week was an interesting week. Anything new happened this week?
Actually, can we address what had happened with our last podcast we tried to do with our very good friend Dewavius, because that was some bullshit, and I kind of want to talk about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, if you start a new channel on Twitch, apparently you have to enable recorded VODs. Unbeknownst to us, we didn't have VODs enabled.
We forgot to record. We forgot to hit the record button.
My bad.
Flab's bad. And then on top of that, VODs weren't enabled, so we lost the whole thing. And I feel like that was like such a good podcast too, and it was our first one ever with a guest. So our first guest ever was Dewavius. Thank you for being our first guest, Wavy, if you are listening. But we just lost all of it because for some reason, by default, Twitch doesn't enable VODs, and I'm sure it's something to do with like costs and shit, and like hosting videos on your platform like that, especially if you're getting VODs that are sometimes like literally people are doing like 24-hour streams and getting 24 hours of footage, and it's just being saved to your platform. I'm sure that's a lot of money, like amongst the millions of people using Twitch. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess Twitch as a platform is pretty large.
Yeah, it just sucks that by default VODs aren't enabled, because that means we lost all of the wavy footage, and that was a very good podcast, and I'm really excited to talk about it.
I would say if you missed it, go watch the VOD, or we would upload it to YouTube, but we fucking lost it all.
No, we can't. We just can't. But you know, learning experiences, silver linings, like it's not gonna happen again. It happened to us once. We learned from it, and now we move on, and we learn from it. I guess.
I guess.
I guess. But yeah, speaking of Twitch though, if you guys want, you can go follow our Twitch channel, SBD Podcast, for live viewings of these podcasts. Unfortunately, this one is not live. We'll do some pre-recorded ones here and there, but if we have a guest, you can almost guarantee that it will be live and on that Twitch channel. So make sure to go check it out. The streams will be 1 week before they're posted on YouTube. So if you want some early access, head over to the Twitch channel. Make sure you follow. Click that bell. Or I think the bell is actually on by default, so maybe don't click that bell. Leave it alone. Leave that bell the fuck alone.
Leave that bell the fuck alone on Twitch.
Leave the bell the fuck alone.
Leave the bell the fuck alone on Twitch, but make sure you hit that bell on YouTube. But also,
the bell on YouTube.
We will be posting when we will be doing guest shows and who we will be doing them with on Twitter before the live episode airs, so you know when and where to get it.
And also, maybe we'll just be posting some fuck shit on there. Who knows?
Dude, the
world is our oyster.
That is true.
We are what do fishermen get oyster? Who gets oyster?
I don't know. Oyster guys? Oyster boys?
We're the
oyster boys.
We're the oyster boys. So buckle up, bitch. We're not fucking with scallops.
But yeah, eaten scallops, Sammy? Have you ever eaten a scallop?
I have eaten a scallop. Yeah, I grew up in New Brunswick, which is right on the coast, and we would eat a lot of seafood. We had a lot of seafood. Actually, I don't fuck with seafood, but I grew up. So I'd spend half my time in this one. I don't even know if it's considered a city or a town. Moncton.
Oh, Moncton's a
Shout out
city.
to shout out to the Moncton boys. Yeah, I know, but it's pretty irrelevant. So
It is pretty irrelevant, but
it's super
it is a
irrelevant,
city. It
but
is a city.
it is a city. So shout out to my Moncton boys. But then the other half of the time would be in this place called Shediac. I won't say the nickname that some of us gave it.
Shediac. I know it, Sammy. I've never been there,
Yeah,
and I know it.
Yeah, but it's known for lobster. Like they're known for their lobster. Hence the ginormous fucking lobster statue that's in the middle of the fucking city. I actually don't know if that one's a city either. If that one's a town, that's one I legit don't know. I don't actually know what its population is, but yeah. So I don't like seafood. I especially where I live now is like in the middle of the U.S. So
Yeah,
if
so
I'm getting
seafood sucks
seafood, it ain't
ass.
fresh.
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
not
getting
fresh.
seafood, it ain't fresh, and
That's fair.
so I don't really fuck with seafood. I never really liked it. I'll eat sushi now and again, and I do enjoy sushi every once in a while. But
That's fair.
for the most part,
Sushi's
I'm a
hard to
pass
go
on
like
all
hard
seafood.
not to like though.
yeah.
What's your
I
favorite
would
sushi?
actually beg to differ because I know a lot of people that are adamant against sushi, and I was one of them probably 4 years ago.
Dude, sushi's mad
So-
good.
Sushi is mad good. Well, depends on the sushi, but
What's your favorite Asian food then? Like what?
favorite Asian
If
food?
you're not gonna eat sushi, like if you were like, people are like, I'm feeling Asian tonight. What? I mean, that is the biggest spectrum of food, I think, on the
It's so-
planet. But like,
Yeah.
like, it's
'Cause,
always
like-
like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
I guess
I'm
also-
feeling like ethnic food. Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know, Flab. I'm not a politically aware person.
Me neither, dude.
But I don't know. I've always so my dad's previous fiance was actually her brother. So my step uncle, I guess is that what you call it? My step uncle would he moved to South Korea
Okay.
to teach English to a college class, and he met a woman in his class who he ended up falling in love with, and they're married now. But
Shout
that
out
caused
to
him
the
to move there
homies.
permanently because he was only like gonna be there for a few years while he taught. But
And now he's a
he ended
Korean
up
boy?
moving. Yeah, he ended up moving there permanently, and so when they would come home, she was Korean, and she would cook Korean meals for us. And oh my goddamn bitch, oh my fuck, dude,
A little
They
bit
were
of
so
kimchi, a little
good.
bit of Korean
Ooh.
barbecue.
you have no idea how good it was. Like mwah, like oh my god. But yeah, so I'd say probably Korean. If you can
God
find like a
damn
nice
it, bro. I'm so ass at this game. I'm
a
sorry.
nice family restaurant, you know.
Dude, yeah, that'd be good as shit.
But what about you, Flab? What you looking
Um,
for in some Asian food?
Dude, I've been on a crazy ramen kick. I'm not gonna lie. There's this restaurant just like a couple minutes away from my house. Well, couple, and by couple I mean 20 minutes away from my house. But the drive is so worth it. It is. Whew, it is so good. It's just like traditional, like black miso, like mushroom and onion, like garlic ramen, and it is so good. Like I really like the skinny noodles. The skinny noodles just hit different. I don't know what it is. And they do this one that has cheese in it, and the cheese is just insane.
I think I haven't had much experience with ramen, like actual ramen. I think the only time I've really had it was it PAX when we went?
I didn't go that time. That was you, K, and J, I think.
There was a whole table of us.
Yeah, there's a
But-
bunch of you. I think Chase and a couple of us. Oh, that's when we went out for head-size margaritas. That's when I got fucking wasted on
But
margaritas.
do you remember if that was at PAX?
That was at PAX South.
I think it was
yeah.
at PAX.
That was at
We went
PAX
to
South.
PAX South, and we went out to get ramen on our scooters, on our scoots, our lime scooters. And we got ramen, and it was delicious. But oh, and what are they? Sticky buns?
Ooh, sticky buns.
I could kill some sticky buns. God damn.
Yeah, dude.
Man,
ramen
we
is,
should have
ramen
not
is
done this
flames.
podcast while I'm hungry, dog.
Yeah, I know. Fair. Dude.
Bro, I want some sticky buns.
I want some fucking sticky buns, dude. My mother-in-law just came down this afternoon, and she brought down a whole plate of Christmas baking. Cause it's fucking December now.
Oh, true.
And oh my god, they're okay. So there's these pink squares. They're called pink squares. I don't know. And it's like a graham cracker bottom. So imagine like a cheesecake bottom, right?
Mhm.
Like that
Yeah.
delicious graham cracker bottom
Yeah,
with graham cracker bottom with a like coconut cream center, and then this like icing that's dyed pink on top, but it's like a super thick icing that, good goddamn, I could eat like an entire pan full. They're so good. Like and like a fuck ton of snickerdoodles. I could kill some snickerdoodles, dude.
My grandma, the same step grandma, you know, same like family line as my step uncle. That was my dad's like ex fiance now. She would make a log, like a chocolate log cake type situation.
Oh, okay.
That was so good. And then she would also make for Christmas. These are all like
Yeah,
Christmas
Christmas
things.
baking. Yeah, we're talking Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas here.
And she would make these chocolate eggs that on the inside, okay, so it was like a chocolate shell, and then the inside was just icing in the coloration of like the white icing and then the yellow in the middle to make like an egg. And oh my fucking god, I could eat 1,000 of them.
Dude, I bet. Oof, dude, all this talk about Christmas baking. What are you asking Santa for Christmas, Sammy?
What am I asking Santa for? A new bed, bitch.
A new
I'm getting
bed?
a new bed frame, a new mattress,
Oh.
new bedspread, new.
You gonna go down
Hello.
to Ashley's or
You-
whatever the fuck and go and sleep on some, like, go lay on some beds and pick one?
I don't think so, honestly. Man,
I've heard some hype shit about those purple mattresses. I actually
I've heard
don't
some-
know anything
my
about
sister
them.
has a purple mattress. She fucks with it heavy. So
Yeah, I mean, that might be something worth looking into, or a Casper. There's
Yeah.
like so many. You could probably get a discount on any of those from any other podcast other than ours.
you're not wrong. But yeah, but back to the topic at hand. I'm real pissy that the VOD was not saved.
Yeah, it was pretty
I'm real
unfortunate.
pissy.
I mean,
And,
realistically, it was mostly my fault
I mean, you know,
for not recording, but you know,
everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Hannah Montana, dude. Oh, I want to talk about Disney Plus so bad right now. I'm
We
not
gotta
gonna lie.
save it.
to
We
you,
gotta
dude.
save it. We're gonna talk about. We're waiting for Shiny Zebra, who I will. What's the word? Expose, exploit. What is it?
I don't know.
When you release information that shouldn't be that isn't supposed to be
You will
released yet.
divulge information.
No, it's not that. It's fuck. I forget. Whatever. But he's gonna be on, and I want to save our Disney Plus talk for him because I know he fucks with Disney Plus as heavy as us, and I want to have that good three-way about it.
Yeah, okay, understandable to say the least.
But
Like-
Have you seen that Alinity shit going on?
I actually haven't. The last I heard, she spat on her cat. That's all I know. That's the extent of my Alinity knowledge.
Okay, yeah. So she like gave her cat a vodka kiss or whatever. And then she threw her cat. Obviously, you've seen that.
I've seen that.
And then just recently, I guess she was doing yoga or something, and her dog came up and was like sniffing her, and I think she started licking. I think it was licking the no-no zone, and it took her an awfully long time to kick that dog away. Let's just say that much.
Okay.
A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are upset about it. A lot of people. I'm not sure if it's actually something people are like would normally really be upset about, or if it's something like
Because
well,
it's
no, I know
Alinity?
people are upset because it's Alinity, but I don't know. People are calling for that ban.
It's also fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It is fucking weird. It's super weird, but I don't know, dude. People are still calling for that ban for Alinity. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think Alinity should be banned or no?
Dude, anybody that hurts a 10 out of 10 doggo or kiddo, like, I have a hard time feeling sorry for them, honestly. You know, I got too much love for my animals. I don't want to see a woman's career ruined, but if they hurt a dog or a cat, you know, like, that person's a dick.
What do you think? What do you think a suitable punishment would be for Alinity in this circumstance,
Oh, man.
or in these circumstances, I guess?
I don't know, man. She's already been banned. Like, I mean, another 14er is not going to change how she reacts to animals. You know, like,
Yeah.
she almost needs to go to prison
has
for
she
animal
been banned?
abuse for a little bit. That'd be
I don't
cool.
know. I don't think she's ever been banned.
Did she not get banned for the vodka kissing her cat?
No. I don't think she's received any punishment yet. We could probably fact check that real quick, but I think that she hasn't received any punishment for that.
I mean, if she hasn't, she deserves something. I would be okay with seeing the ban hammer. Like, that's justifiable to me, you know what I mean? Like, a
But
repeat
are you talking
offender.
about a temporary ban? or are
Sure,
you talking
temporary
about-
to start. Like,
Yeah.
for somebody who's...
No, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think with the kind of behavior she's like presented, it's giving not just like it's giving like Twitch. It's giving Twitch a bad rep. I'm not gonna lie. They're not looking too good on the.
Yeah, and we talked about this last time, like Twitch and their like ban situation, and like if you want to
Yeah.
check out like our full conversation on the ban situation, check out our first video, last week's podcast, and you can see a little bit more about what we think.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a lot of, like you said in our first episode report and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors about she has dirt on like some higher up at Twitch or something, or like there's some cheating scandal or whatever. But it's all rumors and nothing's close to concrete proof or anything like that. So I don't know. It's just a weird situation.
Yeah, I feel like
Alinity is not really a person I'd see like. I don't know how she'd go about getting that type of rapport with Twitch staff. Maybe she has been on the. I'll give her this. She is an OG motherfucking streamer.
That's fair. That's true. Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure she was like one of the first 10 people to ever get her sub button.
Oh damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
So-
I honestly don't know. For a person that's been on Twitch for about 3 years, streaming on and off in a lot of different people's channels, like being a part of the whole thing, I really don't know that much about Twitch as a whole. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I never really like. I've only
There's a
recently
lot.
started. I've only recently started getting deeper into like the politics of Twitch. For so long, I like have just been a silent watcher. You know what I mean? Like bit of a lurker. But like I don't know. It's just interesting to me how crazy it is. Like sometimes it just feels like high school all over again.
Yeah. And it's like, man, a lot of this stuff is like, it's crazy to think one mistake could be career ending.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's wild.
It's such like a tightrope. But at the
Sammy,
same
if you make a
time-
mistake and we lose our jobs, and this being our jobs, I swear to God, I'll end you.
I mean, Flab, if it's anyone, it's you.
That's
That we should be worried about.
oh.
But also, I feel like it's not that hard to walk that tightrope.
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
like a lot of our friends do a very good job of it. And like, if you
Ow.
just don't,
Fuck.
if you're just not big dummy head, except there are some instances in the case of like, who was it, TF Blade, who called his team idiots, and Twitch thought he said the N-word, so they banned him.
Yeah, I mean that kind of thing happens, but a lot of times that gets reversed. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I mean, it's not. I honestly, I think you probably saw more good from that than harm, being that it was such like a media like. It brought a lot of attention to him as a streamer, so you know, it's not always bad.
Yeah.
Especially when it can seem so bad, like in the moment.
Oh, totally.
It's just crazy to think about. But yeah, no, this Alinity situation, dog, like, I just don't even know what to think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I not.
How'd you find your way to Twitch, Flab?
So I'd heard about it. Just like from a friend of mine, we were sitting in high school in one of our classes. Like, yo, have you seen this dude, Dr. Disrespect? He's hilarious. And that was like when Dr. Disrespect was playing H1Z1. And I was like, oh damn, like this guy's hilarious. Like I kind of knew what it was. Like I knew what streaming kind of was. Like I had like an idea in my head of like what streaming was like. And I was like, damn, like I really want to do this. This like looks like fun. I love this. So I like was, you know, LEM CSGO player, and I was like, damn, I want to play. So I did it for a little while. Like I did like 1 or 2 streams. They were shitty. I deleted the VODs. They fucking disappeared off the face of the earth because I was a 17-year-old punk ass kid. And then I moved to New Zealand for a year, completely separating myself from the internet, basically. Yeah, 2015 was an internet write-off. And then I came home, and PUBG came out. When was that? 2017? 2016?
Yeah.
And
I think it was probably 2016.
I don't know. Anyways, so I was playing PUBG with my friend, my boy, and the girl, we had a grill gamer in our game, and she's like, guys, I'm live streaming this on Twitch, like just don't drop any M-bombs. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, damn, like, yo, I'm streaming on Twitch too. And she's like, wait, what, really? That's crazy. And I was like, I'm just kidding. And then I was like, wait a second, hold up. And I still had all my streams. I'm such a lazy fuck. I still had all my stream stuff set up on my PC. I still had OBS at the time, and I still had, like, you know, all the shit to actually get a stream going. Oh, did I hit that kid? And so I just started streaming, like, under my original name, which I won't divulge because it's basically just my last name. Yeah, so I did that, and I started streaming, and we ended up becoming pretty good friends with the girl gamer who was in our game. I'm gonna name drop her because holla. Her name's Spontaneous. She doesn't stream too often anymore, but she is quite big on the YouTubes. I think she's got almost 350k subs on YouTube now, something like that. So if you want to go check her out, she's an awesome, awesome lady who is a lot of fun to play with. And so we played with her and streaming, and yeah, basically through her I met you. And we started playing games with the boys, and that led me to Sleepy Bear and Tay and yeah, the rest is kind of history. I haven't really gone past my like initial circle. I'm kind of still in my initial circle of friends, like within
Yeah,
power of 5, I guess, which is
yeah,
pretty
that's
nuts.
yeah. It's like crazy to think like all the like kind of webs and that and webs and like stars that had to align to like get everyone to where they are, especially online. I feel like that's very common to where it's just like everyone has the craziest stories
Yeah, like
to how they ended up.
it was wild,
It's
and
like,
like now I've met some of my best friends through like the communities that I've joined, and you know, like me and you have been playing games for almost what, just over 2 years now, 2.5 years,
yeah, coming up on 2.5.
and like that is crazy to me that we've been playing video games. I remember when we were drag racing in PUBG, you
Yeah.
know, and like
Oh my God, across that bridge.
yeah,
Those are some
um,
good times for sure.
yeah. So you know, it's good times. So that's kind of how I got into Twitch. Let's play another game.
Okay, yeah, let's hit it.
This is gonna be a bit of a
Um,
longer one. That was a pretty short game of CS:GO. We got fucking
yeah,
rolled.
we got fucking punished. Um, but yeah, I got into CS:GO, or CS:GO. I got into Twitch, um, because I was also a CS:GO. I was also a CS:GO enthusiast. Separate from Flab, we actually didn't know each other at the time. Obviously, you know that from his story. We met on Twitch, but I was a CS:GO enthusiast as well, and I would play like every day. Like I was getting very good at the game. Um, Me and my friend like Grizz, we okay. So our entire friend group at the time, which might be a story for another time, but me and my entire friend group at the time started playing CS pretty much together. Um, we would 5Q. We were all fucking silvers, and then one day, uh, Grizz and I were like, "Fuck this," and we decided to get good at the game. So we would just grind every time, every day after school. We'd come back and we'd play CS and just grind it out for like hours and hours and hours. I was missing days of school because I was grinding CS, and
Dude, the CS grind is like something different. There's something that hits different about a CS
yeah,
grind, and like
and
I
we
don't
were
know.
starting to get noticed. We were hanging out in communities. We were like talking to people. Da da da. Some of these people streamed on Twitch, so I would go hang out in their chats. Um, I'd go hang out in their chats, and we would yeah, we just fuck around, and then that led into me streaming, and like doing these like little CS:GO giveaways that were huge at the time. Um, that would bring in viewers that would stay for the giveaway and then leave. But I don't know, it was fun. Like I'd give away these shitty skins that I get from my case unboxings and stuff that I do on stream, and yeah, no, and then I ended up I was kind of I had like an on and off again relationship with Twitch. Um, we would I would like do Twitch while I was doing YouTube, and then I'd stop doing YouTube, and I'd stop doing Twitch, and I'd start doing Twitch, and I'd stop doing Twitch. It was just like on again, off again,
Yeah, you never really
and
like dove deep.
yeah, until I met some people that I really like became my best friends, um, and and then I would be in their chats every day, met people through them. I started doing graphics, and then ended up in a good friend of ours, Space Babe Tay's stream, where I'm now spend most of my time on Twitch, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Like it's pretty crazy, like in a roundabout way, how you find people. You just find your people eventually. You know what I mean? And it just blows my mind how the internet works like that. But back to your CS:GO days. I know we both played ESEA. Um, did you ever do any like gambling or anything like that? Like I know it's kind of a touchy topic, but like, were you on the CSGO lounge at all?
I was heavy on the CSGO lounge, heavy on the CSGO big, CSGO roulette. Literally any site you can think of that was big back then, I was on that shit grind. I was wasting a whole lot of money.
Oh yeah.
um, I lost a lot of money on those sites. I'm not gonna lie. Anything I got from like selling in-game currency or winning or like placing in tournaments or anything I got from those like would go straight into like CS:GO gambling because I was a teenager at the time. I didn't give a fuck. Like it was whatever.
Yeah. I was a teenager too. I was pretty heavy into the gambling, except I had the opposite.
Tell me about your gambling experiences, Flab.
Dude, I made okay as a 17-year-old kid or 18-year-old kid or whatever. Like, I was young, but like, bro, I made thousands of dollars betting on CS:GO. Like, I think I bought what gun came out? I bought the M4A1S Guardian when it was worth $35 US. I bought one of those, and I immediately sold it for keys. The first thing I did was sell it for keys. That just started. I was like, CS:GO Lounge, got keys, and I used those keys, and I bought a little bit more expensive. I basically played bigger, better with CS:GO skins and keys. I would buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I ended up opening. I opened a lot of cases. I ended up opening a couple knives, and I ended up opening a couple of pretty expensive guns, and I would just flip those right into rolling into betting. I would get a couple skins, and then I would bet the skins, and then I would get a couple keys, and I would bet the keys, and I would, it was kind of like a circle. It was like a big cycle, and like, I ended up having a 17-year-old kid having like stupid skins for the game that like, it looked like I just stole my mom's credit card and bought a bunch of Fortnite skins. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same deal, like 6 years ago. And I ended up. This was like before I had moved to New Zealand. I was getting pretty good. I was getting up there in the ranks, and I ended up cashing out for my trip to New Zealand, and I made like, $2,700 off of selling
CS:GO
skins.
gambling.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I lost a lot.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't give a fuck. See, like, I would how I would play it was I'd start with sometimes I'd start with like $4,
Yeah.
get up to like 300, and then just go all in, and because obviously I had a Discord or a Skype full of my friends.
Yeah, I did as well.
Who were all like, go all in, do it, you won't pussy, da da da.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
so I would.
Me and my one friend pooled our skins, and we basically penny stocked the market. So essentially we would buy like skins that were worth like 3 to 4 keys, and we would sell them for 5 keys, and then we'd buy another skin for 4 to 5 keys, and we'd basically make a key at a time until we could buy 2 skins that were worth 4 to 5 keys, make 2 keys, and like, it just kind of like ramped up, and eventually, basically we were playing the market for like $3 at a time. Actually, technically, keys were worth $1. Keys were worth $1.25 at the time. Back when they were super fucking cheap. So like,
Keys have always been $2.50.
have they always been $2.50? I thought they raised the price.
At
on
least
them.
USD.
There was a time when they were cheaper. If you like, they were worth less than they normally were. I can't remember when. Anyways, we would buy and sell these. We'd penny stock the market. Then we'd save up. We'd buy like 5 to 6, or more. By the end of it, we were buying like 15, 20, like $20 to $30 skins, or like 5 to 6 key skins. And we were basically just pooling our bets. We would both bet on the same game on both sides for the same amount. And like hindsight, stupid as fuck to do.
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't make
it
any
doesn't-
sense.
Yeah, so, but like we would basically like, and like that was sometimes like on the big games where we're like we don't want to lose, and I'm stupid. But like we would both basically bet a bunch of skins on every game.
It's
during,
basically
like,
you
the
might as well
majors.
just not even bet on the game at that point, though, right?
No, that was stupid. Yeah, we did that only a couple times. Like, we were dumb. We were kids, and we didn't understand. And then eventually we figured it out. And you know, we would bet like I would bet on Fnatic. This was back in like ESL 1, like 2015. So Navi, Fnatic,
NIP.
NIP, and in NA tournaments, I'd bet on Cloud9,
Yeah.
essentially.
Envious, Titan.
Yeah, and then my friend would go Envious, VP, Titan.
I'd always been. I was an Envy fanboy.
I
or
really
an
liked
Envious
VP.
fanboy.
I was always a huge Virtus Pro fan.
I hated Virtus Pro. I had a
Like-
bad bet on Virtus Pro, and it made me hate them.
Pasha Biceps. I would like Navi was my team. Like Guardian and Zeus, and like for the longest time, my name in game was Navi Zeus. Like, I think when we met, my name was still Zeus on
Flabber Zeus.
no, it was just Zeus on Twitch, on not Twitch, fucking, you know,
Steam.
Steam, and it was Zeus. It had a picture of like Zeus, the Greek god, but like it was based on Navi Zeus.
Mm.
How did you feel when they changed the gambling rules and you couldn't gamble anymore?
I mean, at that point, I had already pretty much quit CSGO. So I wasn't too upset about it. I didn't think too much of it to begin with. I was a little sad because I'd still get on and I'd, you know, gamble here and there, like small stuff.
Yeah, you gotta make a couple bucks sometimes.
It was fun. It was fun. Well, I'd mostly just do it because it was entertaining and something to do. And something to get hype about too.
Yeah. Oh man, when you get those big winnings, like one time I bet a Huntsman Knight on a Navi VP game, and I won and VP was supposed to win it because it was back when VP was nuts with like Pasha and everything, and Navi ended up clutching it out and winning it, and I won a M9 Bayo Marble Fade. Because the odds were just ridiculous.
Sometimes I forget how old these like cases and skins are with like when I see like a Vanguard case, I'm like, oh shit. You know, I remember those. But I forget like how long ago those actually came out.
Yeah, it's
that,
crazy.
That was like what, like 3 years ago the Vanguard case came out?
Something like that. I remember
might
when
be
the
wrong.
first Chroma case
close
came
to
out.
that.
That shit was
Yeah.
huge. That was the first big case that came out.
That was the one right after the Vanguard, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was Vanguard and then a Chroma. And then Spectrum? I can't remember.
I can't
but-
remember. I don't think it was Spectrum though.
I remember when all those cases came out, like, or the Bloodhound case came out with the falchion knife. I remember when that came out and everybody hated the falchion knife, and
Fashion Knife is still hated.
still ugly as fuck.
It's still ugly.
I remember when the Shadow case came out and everybody fucking hated the Shadow daggers, and now everybody
Yo, the
loves
knives they were
them.
coming out with, were just not great at the time. Do people like the Shadow Daggers now?
Yeah, dude. Apparently, I've heard that people like the Shadow daggers now. I still hate them. I still
I
hold
still
my.
don't like them.
I don't want to be a sheep. But yeah,
I don't know. They've always been the butt plugs.
the butt plugs. Yeah,
The
absolutely.
butt plugs. Which, you know, in turn, I probably should like them because of that, but
Sammy, you do love
I
your
don't.
butt plugs.
I don't fuck with them.
Well, friends, I think that about wraps it up here for us at Same But Different. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our Twitch page where we stream all these episodes live at twitch.tv/SBDpodcast. Links for all our socials will be down in the description below, and as always, we'll see you next time.
Won't you please stay for the night? Everything gon' be alright when you by my side. She looks so lovely. She say that she in love with me. Her voice is like a